Lucky's propped against the bar, eating something from a jar. Hey, another drink before I go, with some other paying Romeo. You working tonight, some barfly says. Hey, I'm always working, Lucky cries. She sees some guy standing over there, a little fat, ain't got no hair. But he looks okay, yeah, kinda sweet. Not your average bum from off the street. So she wanders over with her ass in her hands, looking 10 feet tall, feeling kinda grand. 'Cause she can smell his money, she can taste that fix. Yeah, I can buy some stuff if I can turn this trick. So she smiles at him and they talk a while, share another drink, she gives another smile. And then she gets into his car, and he kinda changes before they get too far. But that's okay, and there's nothing wrong. And she smiles again as they're going along. And they come to a stop, but he don't get out. And now she's wondering whether to shout. And she looks around, but she wouldn't get far. And he's got her pinned to the seat of the car. And she tries to scream, but his fist's in her mouth. He's got a gun up her snatch. He blew her guts right out. Well, she was lucky by name, but not by nature. She got fucked real good by a sweet-looking stranger. The end was upon her, and the whole fucking world was asleep in her dreams. Dead breasts dripping with the cream from his sex, and an anger was filling him now. The daydreams of his wake time, now the reality of her corpse. Memories of a pretty girl, pubescent thigh and childish curl. A tourniquet, a blood-stained blade, a hunger that he will not stave. I have to go now. No, really, I have to go. Please, sir, will you let me go? Please, sir, I have to go now. What are you doing? No, stop it, no, that's hurting me. No, Mommy, I want my mommy, Mommy! You know, there was this girl I used to know, and she was real pretty, but she's dead now.
He became a hunter, and like a hawk, he flew to seek his prey, taking refuge in those far corners of the world where magic still lingers. But having once been a man, so does he still suffer the passions of a man, flying in the rages sometimes, and throwing himself down like a child to vent his wrath upon the earth. The people of the great Namib have another name for those violent winds that blow from nowhere. They call them dust devils. You understand this? Noom.
What's this noom?
My friend, let me tell you, the noom, the power. When people sing, this man dances. That is the way of this noom.
He took her fingers. Why did he do that?
power in fingers, knots and knuckles and such. If you want to win a war, you need a whole fist full of knuckles. Maybe you should help me lay some rocks. It might be easier for you to understand. You got to keep your eyes wide open when you deal with magic.
Yeah, there's magic all around. I was dreaming.
That's not me. You're in a lot of trouble now. You're going to have to come with me.
Am I awake?
No, my friend. Now you're dreaming. He is of the spirit. We were put here just for his use. We're nothing to him. We're dust in the wind. His world is older than ours. He's been here since the first times. He and his kin walking in our shadows. Leeches growing fat on the world's pain. He smelled Bethany dying, and he's come for souls to build his power and return to the realm of the spirit. He must work through human form until this ritual is complete. He's trapped, like us, vulnerable to human material world, bound by flesh. Through gaining power over the flesh, can a spirit awake to fuller consciousness? To work the ritual, he must keep moving. But if he can be tricked to step across the skiri, he can be rooted to the spot and stripped of his power.
I don't know about this, Joe.
You must bind him with a stick. Strike a blow. It's the only way. Bind him with a stick. And burn the root. Drive away his shadow. Otherwise he may take you, his murderer, to be his new host. Look at the little Antamaniki. How patiently he sits and waits for his prey to step across the kiri. Huh? So patient, so slow. Take it. Take the stick. Death hunts you, just as you hunt the dust devil.
See how he sleeps like an innocent child. You might not believe the secret he hides. The beauty is there in his cherubic lips, belying the miscreant in his hips. Yes, you have a talent for deceit and an ability to mistreat. I loved you with a truth, gave myself to you from youth. You paid me with misdeeds to satisfy adulterous needs. You thought I did not know, and that insults me. And it sickens me that you could not confront me with your sin. You promised in the eyes of God to love me. I thought that you had saved me, but no, you have betrayed me with your whore. I can think of no solution but to kill. The blood from you I'll have to spill. It will break my heart to do so, for you see I still do love you. This will hurt me more than you, but there is no more I can do. Why did you have to spoil it all and love her more than me? I wish that things could be the way they always used to be. I cannot let you live. You've taken all I had to give, but you always gave me nothing in return. Only anguish. Now my world has ceased to turn. You thought you were so virile, oh so cocksure. Well, soon you will be no more. You are a pig and must be sticked. You are a swine, but you are mine, to do with as I will, and what I will now is to kill. I wish that he would wake. Wish I could see him fear, cry, shake. If only he was lying there, begging for his life, pleading with his murderer, assassin, also wife. But tonight you sleep to wake no more. You'll never kiss again your whore. I'll cut your throat as you are sleeping, then my own to end my weeping. How my head burns, see my tears flood. How my heart breaks as I spill blood. And so we pass through death's dark door. You will be mine forevermore.
I know an old man. He said he was dying. He said it was old age, but he's been here before. I know a young man. He said he was dying. He said it was circumstance that led his life his way. The dogs, and the dogs keep calling. The dogs keep calling. I'm calling at your door. Said she was dying. She lived in a shoe. She had many children before. I know a young lady. She said she was dying. She said she worked her fingers to the bone, but she's sure she's been here before. And the dogs keep calling. The dogs keep calling. I'm calling at your door. I know an old man. He said he was dying. He said it was old age, but it struggled many times before. I knew a young man who said he was dying. He said he tried many times before. And the dogs keep calling. The dogs keep calling. They're calling at your door. We're all dying, even though we've been here before.
Dreams are when the spirit walks and the body sleeps. Love is when the soul may dream and the heart shall weep. Enchantment is the food that feeds our soul. Tenderness the gift that makes us whole. I am alone in all but love. I do not need your God. The Stygian Creek awaits us. He is my Lord. I live to love and serve him. He is the master of my flame, and he knows my body burns to be with him. Dulcinea to his Thor. He is savage, I am whore. Fear him, he is sin, and he is love. Hunted, he is wolf, and he is dove. He is Baal, he is Osiris. I am Diana and his Isis. Mythological love is ours to keep. Eternity is only sleep. He is more innocent than an unborn child, yet your vulgar herd would take him. His profanity is mistaken, and I would kill you to protect him. In his cruelty there is strength, and a Godhead must be strong. It is his curse that he is Titan, yet he bears it like a king. Our love is a perversion, unhallowed and reviled. He cast a spell upon me. I am his, I am beguiled. But don't be fooled, he did not cheat me. My love is all, I give it freely. Without him, I am Caliban, Harridan, and Hag. Together we are symmetry, pulchritude, and grand. Brighter than the brightest light that shines on you from heaven. Fiercer than the fiercest flame supernal in Valhalla. Greater than the greatest God that you have ever feared. Wilder than the wildest beast, and more pure than my tears. I could not live without him, would be lost without my Lord. The hornet at my breast, stinging sharp with melting mood. He is my Lord, he is my servant. You are wrong to think him serpent. He is the only God I worship, and my love for him is monstrous. My heart is filled with blood, he is my murderer. I am all things to him, I am Infanta. There is no heir to his throne, he alone can wear his crown. If he left this world without me, I would follow him to death, and and I know that to be with him I would sacrifice my breath. This mortal body has no value. He alone is life. Death would be no hardship. I am his queen, eternal wife. My comfort can be found within his arms, and peace is when my legs are wrapped around him. Consolation greets me in his kisses. Contentment soothes me knowing I'm his mistress. Do you know of a love that is more complete? Two hearts that are more whole. A passion that is more intense. His fire bathes our soul. He is my master. I am his slave. In eternity, there is no grave. They call me comfort, 'cause that's what I give. Least that's what some men say. But honey is my given name, 'cause my lips are so sweet. I don't remember where I came from. When I was about 5 days old, some priest found me on his church steps. There was me and my sister. She was about 3 years old. I don't know what happened to her, but I don't much care, so I guess it doesn't matter. I was raised by that priest and his fucking housekeeper. Ornamental spectacles and a stinking orange beehive stacked high upon her head. A belt in one hand and a bottle of gin in the other, and the stench of her fucking cats everywhere. That dark fucking man of God never bothered with me much, least till I had my first bleeding. And then one day he said to me, "Come over here, child, I can smell you. I smell your cunt stinking like a butcher's shop. You smell of dead cow like a slipped pig, bitch." And then he stuck it in me, and I knew that the child in me had died. He felt heavy on my childlike body, and I smelt the wine on his breath. While he was hurting me, I did not scream. I just kept staring at Christ on the cross before me, and his words going over and over in my head. Suffer the children to come unto me, and I did not cry. When it was over and he was buttoning up his pants, he said to me, "Honey, you give me comfort." He said, "You are a sister of the Lord, and he has chosen you to give comfort to the needy. Child, you shall serve the Lord through me." Well, I guess I believed him, because it was pretty soon after that I started doing the Lord's bidding with a whole lot of other men. You know, I like to drink. I like it a lot. But I drink to remember, because I guess you can't forget what you don't know. And when I'm drunk enough, with all the self-pity of a drunken whore, I say to him, "Lord, where is my love, my passion, the comfort for my soul?" And at that moment, my heart feels more empty than the chambers of a redneck's gun. And then I dream. I dream of unicorns and butterflies and a train, and it's charging so fast down the tracks, and it's coming right at me, and my heart beats so fast I feel it might choke me, and I run, and I'm running for my life, and when I feel that I can run no more, I stop and I turn, and my mother is driving the fucking train. And I guess that she must have meant for me to die the minute she pushed me out. And when I wake, I know that I'm alone in this world, and I'm ready to die. King Cupid, make a suture, mend a heart that bleeds, to satisfy the incubus that feeds. A ghost time apparition, a sleep time visitation, he calls to me in screams that he might hunt me down in dreams. There are violets in his eyes, whispers in his cries, and like a child he tells no lies of love. You cannot know the sorrow of my waking, the life from me that he's taking. Let the dream times come, a bellicose vision in my dreams, tongue to tongue suppress my screams of fear, of pain, anticipation, arched in heavenly consummation. Too soon dark paramour fades away, black sadness comes with break of day. Let the dream times come. You haunt me with your cold lips, torment me with your sex breath, pursue me with your kill kiss. I will surrender to your dream death. Spectral lover, cast a spell, pull me drowning under, fill me up with thunder, till I can shake no more, quake no more, ache no more, till I can wake no more. Still morning calls, let the dream times come. There is a heaviness in my heart, a yearning that is tearing me apart. Sweet alcohol, deliver him to me. At the bottom of this glass I'll find the key. Let me through your door lead me to sleep. Softly in your safety I will keep. Dream lover calls to tease me. He loves me, then he leaves me. There is a killing in my head as he crawls into my bed. Sweet caress, a state of undress, night stalker feeds my skin hunger. You are my treasure, giver of pleasure, pabulum that I crave. Let me share your grave, but he is gone. You cannot know the sorrow of my waking, the longing and the fearing and the aching. Let the dream times come. I fill my arms with your junk spunk. Intoxicate me, make me drunk. My veins are dead now, weak and shrunk. Drain me of the day, the sun, the light. Suck me up, sharp needle of the night. Don't let me down now, cruel narcotic. Send me sleep deep and hypnotic. My love for you is more than life. Kill me now, make me your wife.
I'm going on the mountain, deep through the valley. I'm just looking for a savior, won't come save me. I travel each every highway, I left signs on the way. There's a whisper and it shows me, get on your knees. I'm just waving stranger, start riding on the wall. Jesus come down and tell me I know who am on. Jesus, no man. I'm climbing on a mountain, getting pretty bad. I'm searching for a savior, and he's gonna save me. Gravel each and every highway, left sign along the way. Heard it whisper around my name, heard it call me to say, just a wayfarer strangers, gonna ride it on the wall. Jesus loves you, Jesus gonna help you walk. I'm climbing on a mountain, deep through the valley. I'm searching for a savior, gonna come save me. Just a wayfaring stranger, started riding on the wall. Jesus guided his life, gonna guide you all. Gonna guide you all. I'm climbing on a mountain, deep through the valley.
Two scars where children once had lived, two scars of children she had loved, two scars from men that she had mated, once had loved and yet now hated. Men in the state had killed her babies, do-gooders, well-meaning ladies. Therapist convincing her she could not raise her offspring would cause them only suffering. A methadone mommy with an empty tummy. Now they are gone, and so is she, to a world where nothing matters, no one cares. And it's easier to cope with all the pain that her heart bears. Blitzkrieg days and coastal hazes, memories of forgotten babies, cheap brandy and prescription pills, failing to achieve the thrills, a lost weekend, a falling apart, sweet cherubs tearing at her heart. Souls that cannot be replaced, histories so soon erased. Two lives from her that have been taken, a part of her that will not waken. Two little hearts that will not beat, for withered hands, for twisted feet. A puny son, a stunted daughter, sent without choice to a slaughter. A sin she knows will never leave her. She will never be their mother. Children that will never grow. Two scars now that will never go.
sand.